This is a quick review on a McAhron passaround bali I got from a fellow JD member. I wasn't sure if he wanted to be named, but I appreciate him including me in the passaround. This is a custom bali that he had McAhron make for him. As you can see, he went with the standard skeletonized pattern here, kind of like a Benchmade 42. Handles are quite a bit longer though, which kind of help for flipping. As you can see, if I choke up all the way on it, it's a good extra couple of inches. Blade likewise is a pretty good, decent size blade. Not really sure how to categorize this particular profile. Kind of reminds me of a Lum Tonto up front, but it's not quite ground exactly the same. And then this part reminds me of your standard Weehawk, but pretty unique and interesting blade grind. He did opt for the Zen pins, as you can see here. They function pretty well. I did notice though that the handles do get kind of close together, so that leaves the latch just a little bit loose. I think if this latch was modified, or if maybe something was modified up here, that might help the knife lock up a little bit better. And I do like how the Zen pins are hidden. That's always a nice touch. It looks real smooth. Handles, I believe, are titanium and bronze anodized. And the spacers, I'm not sure. They're so small that I really wouldn't be able to tell just based on weight. As you can see, the latch here is reversible, and it's a T-latch that uses kind of like I guess like a hex or Torx bit to lock up. Kind of an interesting design. As far as the way it flips, overall not too bad. It feels blade heavy, but I don't really think it is blade heavy. I think the feeling comes because these spacers are so small in the back that it doesn't balance out the long handle quite enough. These handles are very long, and as you can see, they're very thick, and so they have substantial weight. But I feel like because they are so long, they still need a little bit more back here to pull the knife down a little bit. If I know it's not blade heavy because this is not a super thick stock, and for a stock this thick and handles this big made of tie, as you can see, it's a thick stock for blade. It should actually feel pretty balanced and biased towards the handles, but it's not quite. I think just because it is so long and the spacers are so small, so I kind of feel it torquing down more in this region rather than this region. Did it hinder me in flipping? I wouldn't say it was a huge hindrance. I could flip reasonably well with this knife. I didn't find it too heavy. I found it a little bit heavier, but the long handles kind of help with that. But I did feel like I had to give it a little bit more force to do like helix aerials. I had to just give it a little bit more oomph to get it to fully rotate in the air. Everything else was pretty good. Play on it is pretty acceptable. I didn't really try to mess around or tighten it or anything. But overall, not a bad flipper. The long extended handles helped a lot. A little bit thicker than what I'm used to, but overall not too bad. Build quality, I would say, is pretty nice. Definitely up there. I would say I have handled some bali ballistics that I feel might be a little bit of an edge up compared to this build that had a little bit less play in the latch lockup, and the way that the handles distance themselves when closed and open was a little bit better. But that's something I think could be kind of tweaked and adjusted on this, and after that it would be pretty tight. I think the handles, one thing that McAhron is very good at doing is his handle patterns are just dead nuts accurate, very symmetric all throughout the knife. Very, very symmetric, very, very well done handle patterns. So overall, very cool knife. It has a very unique characteristic to it in the way it appears and in the way that it flips. I was really happy to be part of the pass around, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching.